Buying used car can feel straightforward on the surface level. The bodywork might shine, the engine might start clearly, and the seller may assure you everything is in excellent condition. However, professional vehicle inspections consistently reveal that what looks good, you know, externally does not always reflect true mechanical or structural condition underneath the vehicle, right? During the inspections carried out across the UK, several patterns repeatedly emerged what we noticed. The most significant issue are often not visible to the average consumer. Many are hidden within the electronic systems, masked by temporary fault code deletions or concealed beneath cosmetic preparation. This guide outlines the car's problems during inspection. Serious problems found during professional used car inspections can help you and can help buyers understand where risks typically lie. So sellers not always honest. So number one would be, let's talk about hidden diagnostic fault codes. One of the most significant car problems during inspection is the presence of stored or recently cleared diagnostic fault codes. That happens a lot. Modern vehicles rely heavily on those systems and control units. These systems monitor engine performance, emissions, gearbox behavior, suspension control, airbag, and numerous other safety components and systems. While warning lights may not be illuminated on the dashboard at the time, viewing and professional diagnostic scan by the inspector can reveal hidden latent issues which are not obvious, such as like, for instance, recently cleared fault codes, pending emission faults, intermittent sensor failures, air suspension system errors, module coding problems, turbocharger boost deviations. All those things average consumer would not see it normally. But however, many buyers obviously assume that if no warning lights are visible, the vehicle is fault free. In reality, the fault codes can be cleared shortly before the sale, and that happens quite a lot, masking serious underlying problems. Diagnostic scanning before and after the road test is one of the most effective ways to uncover these problems, and that's what inspectors normally do. We have a strategy by doing the two diagnostic scans before and after. Another issue is deleted or tampered emission systems. Emission systems tampering has become increasingly common, particularly on diesel vehicles. Common examples would be and can be, and it is on occasion, these are particular filter issues or removals, deletions. Same would be less common would be AGR valve deletions, common AdBlue system bypass, and ECU remapping to disable emission faults. Which can indicate an expensive repair once you want to repair it properly. These modifications are often carried out to avoid expensive repairs, as I said. However, driving a vehicle with deleted emission systems can be illegal if found and may lead to MOT failure if they found that, insurance complications, and future repair costs that could raise at some point if there is an accident, let's say. Many of these modifications are not visible without specialist diagnostic equipment, detailed underbody inspection. Buyers frequently remain unaware until the next MOT or until performance problems appear or there is some suspicions raising of particular concern. And then we have coming to undisclosed accident damage. Accident damage is another recurring issue. While some repairs are declared and professionally carried out, others are poorly repaired and not disclosed to the buyer and unrecorded and will never show up on a car history check. Signs of previous accident damage often would be inconsistent paint thickness readings, which can be identified by the inspector, and even panel gaps. Mismatched paint finish, overspray on trims and seals, structural weld marks underneath the car or behind some panels. occasionally airbag faults as well, you know. So we're saying so what helps, paint depth measurement tools frequently review previous body repairs that are invisible to the naked eye for the buyer. Structural damage repairs, if not carried out correctly, can compromise safety. So buyers often assume that if a vehicle looks straight and clean, it has not been involved in an accident. Unfortunately, that assumption is not always safe, because if the car has clean service record, doesn't mean it never had unrecorded damage. But moving forward to the engine knocking and internal mechanical wear, engine noise can be subtle. To an experienced inspector, abnormal knocking, tapping, or rumbling sounds may indicate serious internal wear where average consumer will miss. Common mechanical concerns uh, from inspectors include worn timing chains, timing chain rattle, big end bearing wear, piston slap, turbocharger bearing wear, hydraulic lift and noise. Various engine noises could lead to, it could be anything. That's just an example. These car problems may not be obvious during a short road test. In many cases they only become apparent during a cold start or under load. So the early stage engine wear is often missed by unexperienced buyers. That would apply to the short road test too. If ignored, obviously internal engine faults can escalate into complete engine failure. That. And following up with oil leaks and lubrication problems. Oil related problems remain one of the most common findings in used vehicles, and most expensive to rectify compared to coolant leaks, because it takes longer time to fix it. Typically, inspection discoveries include, oil leaks from rocker covers, some gasket seepage, rear main seal leaks, turbo oil feed leaks, oil overfilled beyond safe limits, insane, or critically low oil too, it's just insane. The car's never ready for sale. Overfilling oil can be just harmful as running with too little. Excess oil can cause crankshaft aeration, seal failures, and a catalytic converter damage. Conversely, insufficient oil may indicate neglect and increased risk of internal wear. But buyers often do not check oil levels properly before purchasing. So that's what I'm saying. Consumers only do surface level checks. And let's go next. Favorites: coolant leaks and cooling system problems. Cooling system faults frequently remain unnoticed until overheating occurs, right? Again, not visible always to the average consumer. Common issues found during inspection includes radiator small leaks, um, perished coolant hoses, water pump seepage, head gasket pressure signs, coolant contamination, or coolant diluted antifreeze, for instance. Overheating can damage. Overheating damage can lead to warped cylinder heads and costly engine repairs. Early detection through inspection can prevent significant financial loss. And it happens. And then favorite things again: suspension and steering issues. And wear. Suspension faults are widespread, particularly in higher mileage vehicles and older cars. Where suspension just degrades. Inspector regularly identify following issues like worn control arm bushes, leaking shock absorbers, air suspension, compressor faults, air suspension problems, damaged drop links, steering rack play, and some other ball joint problems. While some suspension wear is expected in older cars, excessive wear impacts safety, handling, and tire life. Many buyers only notice suspension issues after the purchase, right? And then the classics, right? Maintenance. Timing belts not replaced. Timing belt replacement schedules are critical. Failure to replace timing belt at a recommended interval can result in catastrophic engine damage. A lot of money. So, what do inspectors say? Inspection reports frequently show no evidence of timing belt replacement. Service intervals exceeded incorrect replacement parts fitted, you know. And timing belt failure often destroys valves when it happens and pistons instantly, you know. Verifying service history is essential. Most people don't, the buyers. Service overdue or incomplete maintenance. Many vehicles are sold shortly before major service becomes due. You know, that's a classic thing, you know. Common findings include in the reports regards to service intervals exceeded, brake disc below minimum thickness, rusted, corroded, clutch nearing end of life, battery 12 volt and high voltage health deterioration. You know, conventional cars and electric cars, you know, 12 volt batteries, high volt battery systems, you know, tires below safe red margins, you know, or near around that. A car may drive acceptably during viewing, you know, but still requires substantial expenditure within the months, you know, which average consumer don't think about that. You know, mileage discrepancies, suspicious records, mileage irregularities occasionally surface during the inspection. Very rare, we must admit. You know, however, while not always deliberately, um, inconsistencies, another big one, mileage discrepancies, right, and suspicious records. Mileage irregularities occasionally surface during car inspection. Very rarely we must admit, you know, what we see by the inspector records. You know, while not always deliberate, sometimes fraud, inconsistencies between service history, MOT records, and diagnostic data can indicate manipulation or more human error from MOT testers and DVLA. You know, that's what's noticed. Mileage discrepancies affect value, reliability, expectations, and resale potential. You know, so that's why it is important to double check. Why these issues matter? Used cars are complex technically. You know, many faults do not present obvious symptoms during a short viewing or brief road test. Diagnostic systems, underbody inspections, and mechanical assessments require training. You know, I have to be fully qualified and have to have equipment beyond what most buyers don't have it. You know, identifying these risks before purchase protects you as a buyer. You know, you can mitigate immediate repair bills, MOT failures, warranty disputes, insurance complications, you know, and mitigate some safety hazards, you know, unnecessary breakdowns, let's say, for instance. A professional inspection does not guarantee, obviously, perfection, but it significantly reduces the risk and exposure. You know, key takeaway, because every car will break down at some point, even after the inspection, you know. Most serious car problems during inspection are rarely cosmetic, you know, they are typically electronic, structural, or mechanical in nature and often hidden from ordinary consumer view, you know. Understanding these risks allows you or allows buyers to approach used car purchases with greater awareness, you know. For inspection before committing to purchase can provide clarity, negotiating the leverage and long-term peace of mind, you know, or you can allow seller to rectify these issues or walk away, you know. At least you know all of the what I just mentioned prior purchase, you know, instead of after the purchase, and even the car breaks down after the purchase, right? So at least you know you haven't bought a car. You know, you bought a good car which unfortunately failed, you know. So that's why we always advise to get appropriate extended warranty, you know. And therefore, as a result, you bought a used car, you're not going to start blame seller you bought a car. It was just unfortunate situation, you know, and obviously your attitude towards the seller, if unfortunate situation happens, um, you will be less likely to reject the car or coming up with some nonsense issues to reject the vehicle, because you will understand you bought a good car, unfortunately it failed. And if you have a sensible conversation with the seller more likely will help you and you will solve the warranty issue, or you might purchase additional extended warranty and the problem will be solved under warranty, you know. And when I finishing on a note is, make sure you always use appropriate repairer, you know, specialist who have done these specific issues on a specific system thousands of times, you know, so you avoid issues. So If you got an electrical issue, you don't go to quick fit, right, or Halfords or something like that. You find a specialist like, let's say, DPF, or some electrical system issues, injector issues, so people who know, who done it, so you can get the car in, you pay the right price, it's one and done, you're happy and no problems. The problem starts is you take it under warranty, seller takes it to some random garage which doesn't know, haven't worked on this vehicle maybe, or haven't, um, they're not particularly knowledgeable on a tracing like electrical issues, which could lead to misdiagnosis, and that is always the problem, where time is wasted, effort is wasted, you as a buyer losing trust, seller gets nervous, agitated, arguments start, but because the car haven't been taken to appropriate place to fix it at the first place. Hope it helps. Take care.